What's up, everyone? It's Sky Movesets. Today I'm doing a video for you showing some custom attributes that I've done for some of the in-game wrestlers. People have been asking me about this for a while, and I figured, what the heck, you know? Today I'm not going to be focusing on any CAW attributes or female wrestlers. It's going to be mostly just the in-game male wrestlers, and I don't know if I'm gonna go over everybody. That'd be a long video. You know, there's a lot of wrestlers that, in my opinion, that you need to that should just need like a hair too high or a hair too low. You need to just adjust up one. But I'm gonna try to focus on more the bigger adjustments, and also, before I get started here, before I show you what's going on, just to let you know, this is a bug and glitch in the game if you didn't know this, but you can't set anybody to a 78, an 83, and I think the other one is an 89 overall. For some reason, those three don't work. I think it's a 78, 83, and an 89, which sucks because there's a lot of wrestlers I would put at those settings, but you can't set them at that. So alright, let's get started here. Let's see who I'm going to start off with. Well, I'm going to go down to, you know what, start down all the way over. So A-Kid, since it's on him, his default overall is 82. I set him to an 80, just seemed a little more fitting for him. Super talented guy in NXT UK, former Heritage Cup champion, but 82 just seemed a little bit high for him in this game. Alright, another one I wanted to go over, this was a big one to me, so John Morrison. So I think his default overall is an 80, and I mean, if you've seen John Morrison work or wrestle before, you know how good he is in the ring. He's a former WWE Tag Team Champion, former Intercontinental Champion, I believe, former ECW when they rebooted it. I'm pretty sure he was a World Champion at ECW, or at least Tag Team Champion with Joey Mercury. So yeah, an 80 is just not even close to what he should be. I have him set in an 85, but at minimal he should be an 84. If you think 85 is too high, that's fine. That's my personal preference. But at least an 84. Alright. Let's see here. This is another big one. This is a big miss. Now, I have my Cactus set at an 88. He should be an 86 at least, minimal. They had him at an 82. That's way too low for Cactus Jack. Way too low for any Mick Foley character, as a matter of fact. So I have him at an 88, but an 86 would do as well. Anywhere between that. Alright, let's see, another one here is going to be Dolph Ziggler. Okay. I kind of want to put him at an 85, but his default overall is an 82. I mean, one of the best workers around for how many years now, and they got him at an 82? Way too low. Way too low for Dolph. Former Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion, WWE Champion. I mean, come on. And one of the best workers in the game. yeah, at least minimal Dolph Ziggler should be an 84. Um, for obvious reasons. Let's see, who else did I want to hit on today? Let me take a peek here. And oh, let's see. Oh, I know one. Okay. Just got a list and it's just like a mile long, so bear with me for a second. Rey Mysterio. Oh no, wait, not that one. Rey Mysterio Jr. They have him at, I think, an 82. This is his WCW days. He should be a lot higher than an 82. I don't think Rey Mysterio was ever an 82 in his career. Maybe his like first year wrestling, even then. So I set him at an 85 here. But I'd say at least an 84 minimum for WCW Rey. And let's see. Oh, there was another one. I did Keith Lee over here. I know how popular he is. They have his default set at an 80. I threw him at an 82. Whoa, aerial range. That is not right. So funny when it's like beefed up to that point. Let's see. We could even take that down a little bit here. But yeah, I figured he's definitely 82 material at least. You know, it's funny too because it seems like a lot of the in-game, a lot of the guys in-game that were released in the last year that made it in the game, seemed like they really just threw a rating together for him and kind of did him dirty. A lot of those guys. I mean, anyone that was released, it was like, just give him whatever low rating we can get away with, you know. And unfortunately, that's kind of what they did. The only released superstar that I've noticed who had a decent rating was Karrion Kross. They gave him an 84, which is actually a pretty respectable rating. And considering he was on Raw for like not even a month or two before they decided that wasn't working out. And anyway, not that, in my opinion, that wasn't on him. They changed his gimmick, they changed his look, and they didn't let him come out with Scarlett, which was a big mistake, in my opinion. Let's do, save settings. Let's see. Let's do like one or two more real quick. Like I said, I could be here all day doing this, so, oh, it's not under Buddy Murphy, I mean, another guy, incredibly talented, incredibly skilled. I mean, former WWE Tag Team Champion, former WWE Cruiserweight Champion, and they had him at a 77. And I mean, this guy can go. I mean, he's minimal. He's a 78, 79, but I threw him an 80. Threw him some love over here. Actually, he just had I watched his match recently with Pac from the other week, AEW, and man, those guys can throw it down together. Incredibly talented. And let me see, maybe pinpoint, maybe at least one more here. I just don't know what I have everyone set at yet. Trying to do like the biggest. You know what? I could do Ricochet. Ricochet, I should have him at an 84. And his default is an 82. He should be higher. former WWE Intercontinental Champion, former United States Heavyweight Champion, former NXT North American Champion, and I mean, if you've seen Ricochet in the ring, I mean, you know what he can do. Guy's immensely talented in ring. I honestly, I think it'd be great to see him as a heel with a manager, because everyone knows his mic work is lacking. But him with as a heel and with a manager, or even, or I'd love to see him in AEW. I don't know if WWE's used him right completely. There are times where his career's been great there, and there's times where it's been questionable. But AEW, I mean, can you imagine Ricochet and Kenny Omega, Ricochet and Hangman Page, Ricochet and Daniel Bryan, Ricochet and Jon Moxley? I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, I'd love to see him in AEW. I think it'd be a great fit for him all around. So, think that's maybe gonna do it for this video. I know there was some other ones I wanted to get around to that I probably do next video, because there was a few other guys that were just way too low. Let me check. Let me see what I have them at actually. While I got you guys here, let's see. Kendrick, okay. Brian Kendrick, his default's a 74, which is, if you know Brian Kendrick, that's too low. Former tag team champion, former cruiserweight champion. I mean, he's a veteran of the business, and I don't know, 74 just seems way too low. The other one I got for you that was way too low in game. I think he was the lowest. Rated wrestler in here. Was Slapjack. Now I put him maybe a smidge too high, but I mean the gimmick was bad. We all know that, the Slapjack gimmick and that the whole retribution. But his default overall was a 71. I mean, he was 6 points under Stephanie McMahon. I mean, that's how bad. And Shane Thorne is, take nothing away from me, he's a talented wrestler. I loved him as TM61 with Nick Miller. I thought they were a great tag team. Kind of underrated, honestly. And I don't know, sadly, Shane Thorne, it just seemed like he never really found his footing in WWE. I mean, when your big break is looking like that, that's kind of rough. But I mean, he's definitely not a 71. I put him at a 76, but a 74 or 75 minimum, he should be at least at one of those, as one of those ratings. And I swear I felt like there was somebody else that was just really. Oh, you know what? There's actually two people. I'm gonna wrap this video up in a second. Arya Davari. I put him at a 76. I don't think anyone in this game who's an actual wrestler should be under a 74. But Arya Davari was at a 70. That was rough. I mean, he's minimal. He's a 74. Excuse me. But I put him at a 76. Sadly, guys like Arya Davari, a lot of people didn't see much of, because unless you watch 205 Live. If you watch 205 Live, you definitely saw him in action. And the last but not least, and I put Elias. Okay, I put him. You know what? I feel like an 80 is respectable. So even more so, like, they had Elias as a 75 in this game. Now, I know he had been gone for a while before the new gimmick, and was off TV and not wrestling for a number of months. But a 75 for, I mean, his in-ring work is decent. He might not be the greatest worker, but the guy is super entertaining, great on the mic. I mean, he's been one of the best, like, most entertaining things at WWE in the last few years, and I mean, he's decent in ring. Minimal, he should be a 78 or 79. And like I said, you can't make a 78 in this game, but an 80. I mean, 80 is maybe it's definitely respectable and fitting of his talents, in my opinion. But a 75 was his overall default, and yeah, I just didn't agree with that at all. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, this video here. So, but I will definitely be back with some more attributes for you guys coming up. If hopefully if this one gets enough likes or views, and you guys enjoy it, I will definitely keep you posted on doing some more. So thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.